Hey everyone, and I hope that you had a beautiful holiday season. I also hope that you had a beautiful New Year's as well. So today's video is all about preparing for 2024. Now I know that a lot of the times there's this whole new year, new me type of thing that 100% almost never work, and one reasoning why is because there are so many things that unexpectedly happen in our lives that kind of just like put us out of balance, and then we kind of sit there figuring out like how do we get back, or what can we do to like incorporate this new unexpected thing into our lives. But I think that one of the beautiful things about that is God allows for these things to happen to prepare us for his plans for us. So we just have to, a lot of the time, surrender. So that's what I feel like the year of 2024 is all about, is just surrendering and just seeking him and figuring out what he wants us to do for his greater plan, because he's more greater, more perfect than we will ever be. So his plans are more greater and perfect than ours. Some of the things that I'm going to be doing more in my life, and then seeking other things out, like other of like the plans that he places in my heart out. I hope that I explain myself. Sometimes I feel like I have a certain direction of where my mind is trying to go and what I'm trying to say, and I kind of just like this whole thing of where I'm going all over the place, and then I'm like, okay, so did I prove my point? And I probably didn't, but I hope that you understand. One of the things that I do want to incorporate more, because in 2023 I did start doing this thing, but not until like later on in the year. But I want to start off by always grabbing my Bible before my phone. I don't know if it's just me, and I know that a lot of us out there, but the very first thing when we wake up, when we grab, is our phone, so we can text other people or see what's going on TikTok or Instagram or emails, whatever it is. And I think that kind of prepares us for exactly what our day is going to be looking like. One of the first things that I do in the morning is I always grab my Bible. I just finished just yesterday Proverbs, the whole book of Proverbs. So I was reading one chapter of Proverbs every single day, and just writing down the verses that spoke to me that day, or verses that I realized that when I read them I was like, hold up, I need to read that again because that was amazing. And to incorporate those things into my life slowly. I know a lot of my times in my journey I was thinking to myself, oh well, now that I have totally flipped the script, now I need to be 100% what he wants of me. But we're imperfect, so I can't do all of those things. I can't become 100% a Christian overnight. This is a work in progress. So one thing that he has taught me is to little by little accept what he is trying to like kind of put in my face a little more. Journaling down prayers or things I'm grateful for. It is okay for you to pray 1,000,000 times a day. That's what he wants from you, because when you pray, that means that you're talking to him, you're communicating to him. I always love to like say my prayers out loud, but also like I like to write down prayers in my journal. Like if something I didn't say in my prayer but I just want to write it down, or also just things that I'm just grateful for. Because a lot of the time I notice, especially me, Lord, please help us in this and this and this and this, and it's always help us with this and this and this, but we never really sit down and like we never really remember to say like, wow, but thank you for giving me another day of life where I can pray to you. Thank you for giving me a house and a roof over my head. Thank you for giving me a bed to sleep on where I'm warm at night. Thank you for giving me food in my pantry. So always remember that yes, it is okay to always ask for things if it's his like will for us to like receive it, but also to always be grateful in everything. Like, never just seek him when we need something. Always seek him when we're doing great, when we're doing bad, when we're doing, like, when we're in peace, when we're in sadness. Just thank him. Listening to podcasts is something that I am incorporating a lot more into my life. Sometimes when I do go out and I just love to put on a podcast or put on a teaching, whatever it is, I just love to listen to it. Or sometimes when I'm just getting ready, also I just love to just put on my headphones and just listen to the word. It just helps me put me in a more better mood. Or sometimes when let's say, for example, you are in a very stressed mood, listening to a podcast, listening to a teaching can always just turn it all upside down and just make you feel so much better. And also being careful to the shows that I watch too. I noticed that a lot of time before, when I would watch certain shows, you know, it always matters what you're absorbing into your life. Whatever you absorb into your life, obviously little by little you start being influenced by that thing. So just being aware and being more careful for the shows that I watch and for the podcast that I listen to or the music that I listen to also, and start putting more into practice the more better things that will nourish my soul with things of the Lord than, you know, things that's not nourishing. I was also trying like crazy last year to just find a good Christian community to spend my time in. I grew up in a church that when you go to it, you just feel the love and the support of everyone who goes there. And so realizing that I was kind of spoiled, you know, like I grew up in that church, and now that I'm like living obviously in another state, it is hard for me to realize that I could never find another church like that. But I know that there are other amazing churches that could be right outside of my doorstep. So I need to like find that place, like pray and find that place that he has, like that place ready for me, and to, you know, go out there. If one Sunday I go to one church and then next Sunday I can go to a different church and, you know, see how I'm feeling and growing in that one place. So that is one thing that I want to do, is just spend more time in a Christian community. I started doing this and then I failed. And then I started doing it again, and then I failed again. That is waking up early. That is super, super, super hard, because I want to wake up hours earlier than I usually do. And sometimes it's just so hard because during these colder months, your bed is so warm and outside it's cold. So you're like, no, I don't want to get out of bed. And it's hard for me to get out of bed because it's freezing out there. But it's also to be gracious with myself and realize that if I do have a couple of days where I just didn't wake up as early as I wanted to, then to be patient and gracious with myself, to just try to strive to be better than I did the day before. Being more productive with my time, treating others with love. And I think that this is something that is very, very helpful that we can all incorporate in, is just treating others with love and not really saying, oh, I'm going to treat others the way that they're treating me. If this person treats me rude, I'm going to treat them rude. If this person treats me nice, I'll treat them nice. Treating everyone with love regardless of how they are acting towards you, because it's just like, it should make you feel good. That's what I'm saying. Like, it should just make you feel good for you treating others with love and kindness and understanding, and not having to sit there and be like, oh, well, now I expect you to treat me the same way. No, I'm just going to treat you that way regardless of what happens or regardless of the situation. And I think that is a lovely and beautiful thing that we should all be like incorporating a little more here and there. I moved spots because I am currently working on a prayer board. But another thing that I also want to add into my life is to move my body more and to also be in nature more. And there's nothing more beautiful than being out in nature and realizing that the one and only God that I love and worship and pray to and strive my life to live for, him created all of this, you know? And it's like, okay, so he was so great, powerful, amazing that he created all of this. I need to focus on getting into a better relationship with him. So I feel like being out in nature, praying out in nature, and you know, even if it's like going to my mailbox, just moving my body is super helpful, because if you are stressed or if you need time in your crazy day to just relax and just be with Lord and happy, then I think that being out in nature or walking just like 10, 15, even 30 minutes a day can be super amazing and fulfilling for you. It's okay for you to miss a day, or even if it's cold, do it in your house. Sometimes when it's too cold outside, I'm just walking in my kitchen. I don't care. I'm walking in it. I'm listening to worship music, or I'm praying in like silently or something, or I'm just like doing anything, like just getting in those movements, getting in those steps for the day, knowing that at the end of it you're like, wow, I wasn't just sitting on the couch all the time. Like, I got up and I prayed and I said, thank you, Lord, for this day and for giving me this moment of like 30 minutes of peace where I can talk to you and pray to you. Literally works wonders. Focusing on wellness, health and wellness. It is hard for you to be 100% of the time eating healthy foods. There are times when you had a busy work week and you just are like, I don't feel like cooking, let me just go out to the drive-thru really quickly, or there's not enough food here and I don't feel like shopping until tomorrow, let me just buy something, get delivery. And it's okay to have those moments, but to also not have it be every single day, every single time for food. That is not okay. Eat more healthy foods, step away from more of the processed foods, which, like I said, it is hard to say, but once you get into a routine of doing that, and once you get into the habit of like saying, oh wow, you know what, that bowl that I make with quinoa and spinach sounds so much better than a burger or something, or a deep fried chicken tenders or something. Focusing more on health and wellness, but also being gracious. Be gracious when you have moments of weakness, and to never stay in that moment forever, and to just know that with his strength that we can do so much. I just came back from a walk and it's a little chilly outside, so I made myself a little bit of tea, but I am just going to end today's video by saying thank you so much for watching. Thank you also so much for being patient with me. I am striving for better uploads that hold a little bit more value, hopefully, in the future. So I'm really looking forward to that. But thank you so much for watching until the end of this video. Let's just strive for a very God-filled year this year. But yeah, thank you so much. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you want, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.